So I ask you, could your greatest frustration as a working mom actually be your own BS? Are you living as the woman you feel called to be in this phase of your life? Are you keeping promises to yourself? Are you following through on the actions you need to take to create the life you want? Are you working harder to help others achieve their goals than you are to achieve your own? It's time to check in with yourself. It's time to reclaim your power. I invite you to take a step today, just one, rediscovering yourself.
How do you manage it all? Work life balance? Oh, please. I want to have kids, but will it damage my career? When is the right time? How can I find time for myself? I feel like I'm losing myself juggling career and motherhood. If these questions resonate with you, you are in the right place. Being a working mother is hard. Yes, life is hard. But should it be this hard to have a career and be a great mom? No, it shouldn't. I get it. I've been there, Mama. I'm Yamiek Anthony, your host of the Rockstar Career Moms podcast, a former recruiter, associate director of career services, and frustrated working mother turned empowerment cultivator coach and advocate for working mothers. My struggles as a working mother ignited a passion within me to support moms like you. After years of surviving in frustration, I finally got to the root of my challenges and learned how to overcome them. Like you, I want to thrive in both my career and motherhood without sacrificing myself in the process. Both my professional experience in recruitment, staffing, and career development, and my personal experience as a working mother taught me how vital real support and effective support systems are. Working mothers need support. You need support, Mama. Now I'm using that expertise in everything I've learned and continue to learn to support you. Join me and my guests each week as we raise awareness, spark change, and build the support systems we need to thrive. Together, we'll create the working mom lives we not only want, but need and love for ourselves and our children. Working moms, it's your time to rock. Let's do this, rock stars.
Okay. Hello and welcome to the Rockstar Career Moms podcast. If this is your first time here, I'm so glad you've joined us. It's truly wonderful to have you. I'm your host, Yamiek Anthony. I'm a career driven working mother whose quest to successfully juggle career, motherhood, and life ignited the fire that led me here as the host of this podcast and the founder of Rockstar Career Moms. My own struggles as a working mother opened my eyes to how unsupported we often are, and the realization became my passion. I now use my personal and professional experience to support and empower women who want and need to succeed and thrive, integrating career, motherhood, and life without sacrificing themselves or what matters most. Each episode of this podcast is crafted as a tool, an instrument to help you create and live the working mom life you want, need, and love. In our previous episode, I focused on helping you recognize this powerful truth. You are the key. The episode was titled Working Moms, You Are the Key to Your Freedom. Take back your power. I truly believe you already have everything you need within you to create the working mom life you desire. These episodes are here to help you unlock and uncover the pieces of the puzzle already inside you so you can move from where you are to where you truly want to be. Okay? All right, so as we get into this episode, I want you to brace yourself and get ready to receive today's gem. Okay? And this episode is a follow up from the last one, and I'm sharing openly and freely, just as I would want my coach to do. All right? So here's the thing, we're busy working moms. We don't have time to beat around the bush, right? So here's what I've learned. Your greatest working mom frustration might just be your own BS. Yes, truly. It's that deep down feeling that you're not living up to your full potential. You feel it, you know it, and you know you're capable of so much more. Yes, they are external challenges. We're not ignoring those. Life throws a lot at us, right? But let's be honest with ourselves. Sometimes the biggest roadblock between us and the life we're called to live is us. And as high achieving, high performing, successful career women, we often don't even see it. It's hard to look in the mirror and realize that our biggest frustrations as working mothers might be rooted in our own mindset, patterns, or self sabotage. And here's the thing, mama, you have evidence, a track record that unknowingly makes it harder to see that your own behavior or lack thereof is what's fueling your frustration. You've overcome so much. You've risen above resistance, navigated challenges, crushed goals, and consistently exceed expectations again and again. You are a rock star. Yes, you are. That's not up for debate. There's no denying it. Okay? You are a rock star. You are a successful, career driven woman. But right now, it might feel like you've hit a wall or falling into a pothole or maybe even a deep gorge. That's how I felt a few years ago. When I wrote this and when I think about this, it takes me back to driving in the hills of Jamaica and we can see down in the precipice and it's like you're falling over into this deep hole or this gully and you're just trying to find your way back out or trying to get back on track, right? And you just can't seem to get past that roadblock or get out of the hole you found yourself in, especially when it comes to the goals that would help you get back on track or level up. As I reflected on the episodes I've shared so far, I knew I had to share this gem with you. This is a golden nugget I couldn't leave out as we get to this phase of season 1 of the podcast. And by the way, side note, like we are in, if this is your first time listening to the podcast, season 1 is all about taking you on a rediscovery journey. Okay. And so this nugget had to come in at this time. It may be the missing piece of the puzzle you need to finally get that breakthrough you've been hoping for, the missing piece that shifts everything for you. Please know, every time I step up to this mic, I do it with deep love, respect, and compassion for you. Okay? I've walked in your shoes, well, in some aspects. We all have similar yet varying journeys, right? And truthfully, in many ways, I still do. I still have to coach myself to not sabotage my progress by giving in to my own BS. Like, seriously, I know the struggle personally and professionally. And I have a point of view and perspective derived from the various roles I have held throughout my career assisting people with achieving their business, career, and life goals. The struggle of being an ambitious, career-driven woman who's trying to succeed in her work as a mother and her life all at once. I know that journey and that struggle. And let me give you a few examples. I know what it feels like when you're not keeping the promises you made to yourself. Meanwhile, you're out here smashing work goals, volunteer goals, and showing up strong for everyone else. But it's costing you your health, your well being, your big, scary goals, the vision that keeps tugging at your heart and your soul, asking to be brought to life. I get it. On a personal level, too, the deep desire to connect more with your husband, to care for your kids the way you want to, the way you feel called to, but instead, you're collecting praise for being the dependable one. Oh, you're so nice. You're the go to person, the one everyone can count on, no matter how busy you are. And then, when you're alone, that nagging feeling creeps back in. The void, the frustration, the simmering irritation with yourself. However, sometimes it even spills out onto the people you love most. Your husband for not helping carry the massive load you're shouldering, a load you may have unconsciously put on yourself because that's what high achievers do. Right? Oh, and your poor babies. You snap at them over the little things. They're just trying to be kids. Or worse, they're just trying to get your attention, trying to stay on your radar. So here's what I so here's what I want you to do, mama. Encourage you and invite you to do it. So here's what I want you to do, mama. I encourage and invite you to do. If any of this sparks something within you, pause, check in with yourself. Check in with yourself. Ask yourself, what's at the root of your working mother frustration? Seriously, check in with yourself. Yes, there are plenty of external problems, challenges, and barriers trying to block your path as an ambitious working mother who wants to show up as her best self. We're not denying that. But I need you to remember you get to control the narrative. Yes, you get to control the narrative. You are the captain of your own ship. And for my mamas who might say, God is the captain, I lovingly challenge you. Be honest with yourself. Are you truly letting God take the lead? Because faith without works is dead, right? We must do our part. We must take aligned action and then surrender the rest of faith to God, to the universe, whatever your belief is. Please don't take this as a scolding. I'm here to help you unlock and uncover the answers within you. This is empowerment unfolding. Awareness and acceptance are two essential tools on your path to true empowerment. My job is to help you gain clarity, to see yourself more clearly, to understand yourself more deeply. Sometimes we have to face the woman in the mirror. Put on our big girl underwear and stop being busy chasing breadcrumbs of ego filling praise. Stop avoiding the action you must take by chasing breadcrumbs of ego filling praises. Because avoiding the hard, scary things, the things you know in your heart need more of your time, energy, focus, and attention, isn't moving you forward. If you've followed my journey over the past 7 years, you may remember seasons where I showed up all over social media and in various communities. I've had seasons of being everywhere, everywhere. But eventually, I had to face the woman in the mirror. I had to admit to myself the very things I'm sharing with you now. And interestingly enough, the same questions I used to ask high performing career moms, the women who seemed to be crushing their goals while I struggled to juggle it all as a new working mom, those same questions started coming back to me. Questions like, How do you do it all? How do you balance everything? And I would hear things like, oh, we can always count on you. If you want something done, ask a busy person. But those sentiments hit differently when I realized I wasn't showing up as my best self, not for the things, the people, or the parts of my life that mattered most. Be mindful. Your good intentions might be quietly fueling your frustrations. I've always loved helping people, and I still do. That's why I do this work. Since I was a young girl, I've carried the responsibility of supporting my family. As the eldest child and grandchild, I've always taken those roles seriously. Our upbringing deeply shapes how we show up in this world. Be mindful of this. When your work revolves around helping others succeed, the line between professional and personal can blur quickly. You become the cheerleader, the coach, the mentor, the fixer. You feel a responsibility to shine your light in a world that can feel so heavy. But here's the thing, sometimes that helping becomes a coping mechanism, a way to deflect. But here's the thing, sometimes that helping becomes a coping mechanism, a way to deflect, to avoid focusing on your own hard stuff, a way to deflect, to avoid focusing on your own hard stuff. And let's be real, not everyone wants your help. Not everyone asks to be saved, right? We don't need to be everyone's hero. Be mindful of how you're spreading yourself thin, trying to rescue those who didn't ask for it or who aren't ready to take action. Being a woman with big dreams, a career, a family, and a life you're trying to build is already a heavy lift, especially in environments that lack awareness, empathy, and real support for working mothers. Let's not add more weight to our already full plates, especially weight that doesn't align with our goals, that distracts us from what truly matters or silently sucks the life out of us. It's okay to save yourself first so you can actually live the life you need in this phase of your journey. Rediscover who you are. Reconnect with what you truly want. Figure out how and who you can serve as your best self without sacrificing what matters most in the process. In episode 25, I shared that in 2022, I had to face the woman in the mirror. I struggled to show up the way I wanted, to hit the goals I had set. I didn't think it would take me as long as it did, but I had to step back, be honest, deal with some things I'd lost sight of, and rebuild. I needed a foundation that would support the woman I feel called to be and the life I feel called to live without losing the things that matter most. Here's what I've learned. As we move through life from career woman to career mother, things shift. Our lives evolve, or our lives evolve, our children grow, our needs change. We change. So we've got to reflect as the phases of our life change to make sure we're evolving too. That's how we stay aligned with who we are, what we want, and the life we feel called to live. That's how we stay aligned with who we are, what we want, and the life we feel called to live. And mama, it's okay to change. That's what growth is all about, right? A bit of a reflection time for you. So I ask you, could your greatest frustration as a working mom actually be your own BS? Are you living as the woman you feel called to be in this phase of your life? Are you keeping promises to yourself? Are you following through on the actions you need to take to create the life you want? Are you working harder to help others achieve their goals than you are to achieve your own? Listen, that one hit me hard, straight punch in the gut. It's time to check in with yourself. It's time to reclaim your power. I invite you to take a step today, just one, rediscovering yourself. Your next step, come and join me over at the Rockstar Career Moms podcast. Start at episode 1 and take the journey from there. Start at episode 1 and take the journey from there. Or scroll through the titles and start with whatever speaks to you most. Each episode is created with intention and strategy rooted in coaching, human behavior, personal development, and psychology, all with your well-being as a working mother in the center. All with your well-being as a working mother at the center. And mama, don't let your internal resistance to self-improvement stop you from becoming the version of you that you know deep down you're meant to be. I know that the resistance, well, I've danced with it more than I'd like to admit. But don't let it keep you stuck, playing small, or living below your potential. You're a high achieving, ambitious, powerhouse career mom. The world needs your gifts, your talents, your unique essence that can only arrive from you. Your family needs you. Your children need you to be present, conscious, and whole, especially now. Our children are the future, and they need us at our best. And I know you don't want to keep living with that nagging void, knowing you're capable of more, but not living it. If anything I've shared today resonated, triggered something, or sparked a flame, I invite you to re listen to this episode. Take notes, journal on the questions and prompts I shared. Write down whatever stirred something in you, because choosing to take control of your life is empowerment. Yes, it's hard to call yourself out. Yes, it takes guts to admit things that aren't working. Yes, it takes guts to admit the things that aren't working. But this is how you reclaim your power. This is how you shift. So, mama, enjoy the wild, messy, beautiful ride of figuring it all out. This journey, it's so worth it. I'm excited for you. Get excited for yourself and all of the beautiful possibilities ahead. You've got this, mama. Much love, enough respect. Yamiek. Until next time.
Visit rockstarcareermoms.com for working mom resources, show notes, and our free Working Moms Balance Guide to help you kickstart your journey. Please subscribe, rate, and review the podcast wherever you listen, and share it with the working moms in your life. Working mothers need support. It takes a village. Together, we'll rock it.